Hey guys, and welcome to the Ask Erik Hammond show. Guys, today's gonna be a great show. We're gonna be talking about energy. We're gonna be talking about prospecting, hiring assistants, great stuff. So let's go get into the show. It's gonna be a great one. So first up, we've got Steve. Steve asks, things you do throughout the day to maintain your positive energy. For me, on a day-to-day basis, it's all about how you prep yourself. We talked about your morning routine. I talked about the things that you're gonna do to set up your day. For me, it's movement. It's getting out. It's changing up my environment, right? It's thinking about how can I disrupt my body right now and do something. I think music is a big part of it. For me, I love Spotify. I've got playlists that are different times of the day when I'm journaling or meditating. So create a playlist that works for you. What gets you off your feet or gets you on your feet, moving around. So listen to music, move around, walk around the office if you need to, go on a walk, jump up and down for a little bit. Just 30 seconds of movement is gonna shake you up. It doesn't always have to be a caffeine addiction. It doesn't have to be something that you take, right? Like you have your own energy within you. Think about where your energy is stored. Think about what gets you excited. If you've got to change your thought patterns, just get things going. I would say that's my best recommendation for you. So Steve, shake it up. Go find a good playlist. Just find what works for you. Find what works for you. Jump up and down, make it move, and basically just change your environment. Do something a little bit different than you're probably stuck doing. So get up and move, find a partner, whatever you need to do, right? Do-si-do. Okay, question number 2 is from Michael. So he says low budget and attacking, ooh, I like it. Attacking FSBOs and expireds in New York City. How can I get more listings fast? So he has low budget, he's going after FSBOs, he's in New York and expireds, and he wants to know how to attack it fast. Expireds are that same conversation, right? It's the last agent didn't do it. Tell me what happened. Why do you think it didn't sell? You know, how was it working with that agent? How'd you pick that agent? How long did you have it listed for, right? Like you're trying to bring up what happened and why it didn't sell. If you're talking about the FSBO, again, you're gonna have potentially hundreds of calls on these people. It's frustrating. I've been in the FSBO position before and I've gotten those phone calls and I've had to hear those hundreds of phone calls coming in on properties. It's not a lot of fun. So you gotta be compassionate for the homeowner and having to deal with all this stuff. I'm guessing that Michael's saying that he's trying to get in front of these FSBOs and he's trying to find a different way. Maybe calling wasn't the best way for him, but I wanna cover a couple different things. So I had my notes. Number 1, get a dialer because there's gonna be a lot of calls that need to be made. It's repetition, it's trying to get them on the phone. It's, you know, let me just plow through my few FSBOs in the morning, get onto my expireds, and then let me circle call and connect with some other people. So it's not an all-day process. It's just quick in and out, let me get it done with. When you're talking about low budget, I think $75 a month is pretty reasonable depending on how much money you're gonna be making on your commission. But if you check out Land Voice, I know they have a promotion where they give you a month for free and then they also charge you $75 a month after that. So if you're just trying to get into it, call them up and say, hey, I'd love to try out your system. I heard that you have a free 30-day trial. Is there any promo or something that I can try just to see how I like this? Just try it, see if it works. And I think after 30 days, you'll know if it's you or not. You'll know if you love the phone. You'll know if this is gonna be a viable topic or tactic for you. So try to figure that out, okay? The next option up, which is what we use, was called Mojo. We were paying almost $200 for a 4-line dialer. You can get 1, 2, 4, or even 8-line dialers depending on what's currently available to you. But try Mojo too if you've got a little bit more money and maybe you're not Michael right now on a low budget. One of the next things I would do is try to call, try to text, and then the next one is if you only have a few, go knock on their door, right? So maybe you call in the morning, call the people that you know that are on your list that you've known, that have sold houses to, ask for that referral kind of stuff. That should be your morning, right? You should spend at least an hour every single morning on the phone. And then maybe later in the day you break it up after you've been on some appointments or doing some other things and go knock these FSBOs. Like, tell me about your home, you know, why is it that you guys are selling? Where are you looking to move? Try to build up that conversation. I guarantee out of the 100 FSBO calls that are gonna happen, probably less than 2 or 3 of them are actually gonna go visit that house. So you have a pretty good chance of getting in there. Again, if you can work it out earlier in the day, you're gonna have a really good opportunity. Number 3 is from Alex Jacobson. Okay, Alex. Finally hired an assistant. Hired an assistant, she starts Monday. Okay, awesome. First 5 things they need to do. Number 1, prepare for showings, okay? Have your assistant call the houses that your buyers wanna see that day. Schedule out the showings, have everything ready for you so that you can show up there with the paperwork about the open house, so that you can be educated and know what your clients are looking at. Maybe even have offers ready so that you just sit down at Starbucks afterwards and write up your offer and you're ready to go, right? Be prepared for that showing. Number 2 is prepare your listing paperwork. So now you go and meet with your listing and you're ready to have them sign on the dotted line. When you show up, You need to have everything ready. Your assistant prepares it for you. You hand you the folder with a little sticky note on each one for the address, depending on how many appointments you're going to. Number 3 is optimize and organize your CRM. You probably have a CRM with hundreds of people. Go through your CRM, see what you're missing, have them organize it by everything that you have in there. Who have you contacted recently? Who have you not talked to in over a year? Organize it, structure it, line it up for you. Your goal should be to talk to 5 people in your database every single day. Have your assistant line all these people up, have them take notes so that you can just, between appointments, have a piece of paper, say, I'd call John, he's good, roof's all right, water heater needs some issues, look up a water heater or plumber that I can refer to him, and then pass these notes back to your assistant and have them take over from there, right? So organize your CRM, connect to the people that you haven't talked to for a while. I would say if you have a database of 1,000 people right now, there's probably at least 7 people in there who are looking to do something in real estate that you don't even know because you haven't asked. So be prepared, ask. Have them help you organize a social media content calendar, okay? So what am I gonna post Monday? What should I post Tuesday? These shouldn't just be open houses and just listed. Guys, if you watch any of my content, you're gonna know you need to talk about local stuff. You need to be sharing content that's relevant to your clients. So on Monday, maybe you say, have them help you create their content calendar so that you're organized and you're ready to go and that the week is laid out and you don't have to think about it. You just have to pull up your calendar and be like, oh, it's Tuesday, cool. Let me go talk to Tony the Taco Guy and do that content. And that's not what I'm saying is Tony the Taco Guy, but you understand. Have them help you organize your content, get into something like Buffer or Hootsuite that you can just stay organized and have them help you organize your content so you don't have to think about your social media as much. Number 4, Victor, okay? Victor says, I'm stuck in prospecting. If you're stuck in prospecting, it means that you don't have a system in place. It means that you need to automate a little bit of it so that there's something always going out there for you while you're on appointments, right? You need to have social media ads going. You need to have content that's bringing people into your database. You need to have messages going out there so that you can get people to call you and connect with you and that you can connect with them on your device, right? My point is that if you're stuck in prospecting, it means that you don't have your systems in place. And I know that's not a great answer, but try to find a way to automate as much of the prospecting as possible. A lot of people are going to turn to Zillow and buy, 10, 20, 50 different leads a month. That's an option. Buy leads if that's what works for you. Set up some type of a lead form on social media so that you can put content out there and people fill out the information. You get their name, you get their number, all that kind of stuff. Maybe you need to hire a kid in your neighborhood to go hand out door flyers. Go give him some great postcards, track him, make sure that he's actually delivering it. There's probably some companies you can find on Craigslist. They'll carry an app with them and then you can track all the houses that they go to. That way you make sure they don't just throw them in the dumpster. Get your stuff out there. My point is to automate it. You should not be the only reason that your business is prospecting. You need something out there. Mailers, people calling for you. You can hire ISAs to call for you. If you just give them a list of phone numbers that you want to call and give them a script, they'll do it for you. The point is that you should not just be prospecting. You need to be out there. You need to be meeting people. You need to be networking. Go join a BNI. Go find a Chamber of Commerce to join if that's going to help you. Start going to community events. Start getting yourself out there. Start meeting people. Start taking somebody to lunch every week. Like just get yourself out there and find new ways. Prospecting, if you're not doing it, should definitely be on your mind. You need to be prospecting every single day, but not all day. And I think that that's what Victor's point is. He said, I'm stuck prospecting, which means he's probably doing it from 8 to 5 every day. He's hanging up the phone or doing whatever he's doing at 5 and saying, this was a long day. It's hard to prospect all day long. I would say the goal should be an hour minimum. An hour a day you should be prospecting, minimum. And then fill the other hours with something productive, like going on listing appointments or meeting new people or working on content that can be sent out and automated on social media. And if an hour a day isn't enough, make it 2, 3, or 4. But I would say try to keep it less than 4 hours, because after 4 hours, you can't talk anymore. Your tongue's gonna get a little dried out. You're gonna not know what to say anymore. So somewhere between 1 and 4 hours should be minimum and maximum on your prospecting. And if you need to hire and pay a couple bucks to have somebody else on your team help you prospect, it may come down to that. It's a lot more affordable than you think. You could probably find somebody who could be on the phone for you 4 hours a day, calling FSBOs and expireds and circle calling, even calling your past clients and just saying, hey, this is John. I'm on Erik Hammond's real estate team. It's been a while. We want to follow up with you. How's everything going? Is there anything that you need, right? Just one of those simple conversations. The circle calling script. You could probably hire these guys for $10 to $12 an hour, and they should be calling like 60, 70 people an hour, having anywhere from 6 to 7 conversations. So work it into your budget, figure out how to get yourself off the phone as much as possible, but you still need to prospect. You still need to connect with your clients in your own personal way. and then try to automate it as much as possible. So that's my 4 questions. Guys, this is the Ask Erik Hammond Show, and I appreciate you tuning in. Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. We'll send it next week. Have a great day.